Hi there, let's draw a comic page together. My name is Andy. I have 2 completed comics, and in this video what I want to do is just to talk through, step by step what I do to get a comic page from, start to finish. Okay, first step is really rough layout. This is where you're basically planning. You don't need the sketches to make sense. You just need to understand for yourself what panels you're going to have and what the panels are going to contain. This is my second step. It is to go in and sketch out what I want to have in the panels. I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and it is honestly such a good program for comic artists because you can actually create panels that are in itself already folders. I can go into more details about the folders and the panels in another video if you like, but here I just want to talk through, the steps of actually drawing rather than the program. This is the next step, is the line art. I try to have the line art pretty neat, and the reason for this is it makes coloring in so much easier. The neater you are with your lines, the easier, quicker it's going to be to color. Now, this is my little hack. What I have is on a separate sheet a bunch of heads that I already drew for my characters, and then I just copy and paste them into the panels and adjust the eyes and the mouth as I need. This is a big time saver, and it also helps to make your characters look consistent. I get this question a lot. People ask, how do you draw the same character over and over again, make them look like themselves? And is this cheat? It really helps. When you're drawing a comic, you have to think efficiency, economies of scale. You have to think about ways to make drawing faster and more efficient for yourself so that you don't, burn yourself out drawing the same character like thousands of times. Okay, so we're moving on to the coloring stage. I use the bucket tool a lot, and this is where it, comes back to, if your line art is really neat, then it is much quicker to color. So bucket tool and the lasso fill tool are lifesavers in terms of coloring. You don't want to sit there with, a pen or a brush to outline everything. It will take you a really long time. So just, again, think efficiency. I'm just going to slow down right here and show you the lasso fill tool. It basically is a tool where you select an area and it automatically fills in that area with the color of your choice. It doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, it saves so much time. What I like to do with shading my characters to make them look a little bit more three-dimensional is shading on their skin, giving them a little bit of a blush on their face, shading their hair, but also give their hair some highlights. The highlights, I think, just like bring it all together. Okay, on to the next panel. This one is an extreme close-up, and for whatever reason, I really struggle with extreme close-ups. So what I do is I just draw, a face, a normal size that fits into the panel, and then I use the transform tool to make it bigger. One really important tip that I've learned through, drawing comics is that don't force yourself to struggle. When you find that you're struggling with something in particular, like for me, drawing really close up, just do what comes more naturally to you and use the digital program to help you adjust. Obviously, there is value in struggling and practicing something and pushing through the struggle to improve at something that you want to work on. But what I'm saying is, you can choose where you want to practice and struggle and improve, and where you just want to get this panel done in a way that you envision in your head with the least resistance possible, because these kind of mental approaches help you avoid burnout. Here I'm just fixing a spelling mistake, don't mind me. Okay, we are at the last panel, and I've kind of saved this slightly controversial thing for the last panel. 3D models. Is it cheating? Is it not cheating? I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, it is completely up to you whether or not you use 3D models in your art. This is because, like, the line between, what is cheating and what's not cheating when it comes to arts, it's very, very murky, it's abstract, and it's very, very subjective. I'm like, do you consider being able to draw on a digital program cheating compared to traditional art? Because, traditional art, you can't like flip your image the other way around, you can't you control Z. Is that cheating? So it's kind of, I know it's not the same thing, but it's like each to their own, right? Personally, I use 3D models because, art is my side hustle, it's my hobby. Like, I put a lot of time into it, but it doesn't pay the bills. So I also have a job on the side, and I can't afford to really, really push myself all the time because I will burn out. So 3D models help me cope. By the way, most of this video is at 10 times speed. Is it too, I don't know, is it too disorientating? Are you finding it hard to follow? Please let me know. This is this is my very first like long form video like this, and I'm kind of hoping that there's like a learning curve because it's taking me so long to edit and do the voiceover. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Alright, so now we're moving on to my very last stage, which is the dialogue, the speech bubbles. I know this is like a little bit backwards, like a lot of comic artists would prefer to do this first before the drawing, so that they know, the sizing, the kind of like placement of the speech bubble. But personally, I just find it easier to do the speech bubbles last. I don't know, might be wrong. Don't follow me. Yeah, actually, like, don't follow me. That should be like my key message in this. It's basically everyone have like their own kind of processes, their own ways of approaching things. Have a look around, see other people's, how-to videos, but do what works for you. If you are starting as a comic artist or just thinking about it, it would be helpful to pay attention to the things that make you happy, make you excited and motivated, because having those things up your sleeve will really help you keep going, especially on the days where you just don't want to do it anymore. Okay, that's my video. I hope it has been, I don't know, helpful. Um, Let me know if there's any particular thing you want me to focus on in the next video. I really want to be doing more of these kind of breakdown of how I do stuff type tutorials. Thank you for watching. Bye.